All right, also Noops Nation. My name is Reid Nelson. This is Izzy Alkafas. This is This Week in Rec NFL Draft Edition. The NFL Draft is tonight. I'm very excited. Are you very excited?
Oh, I'm kind of pissed that I'm going to miss it, but yeah.
Before we get there, let's talk about Bloomington. Big news of the night. The number one seed falls. Or not the number one seed, but the number one ranked team falls to the Red Devils. Not a big surprise. I mean, number ones fall. Bigger surprise or bigger downers, Jordan Van Oort looks to be out for the year. Bad injury, knee, ACL, MCL, PCL, something. What are your thoughts on them losing Van Oort?
Oh, that sucks. He's such a nice guy. And that team, I mean, they got a lot of nice players on their team. It sucks that happened. It puts a big damper on the win. He did some tests with the knee with one of the guys here, and it looks like his knee was moving okay. So it's not a complete tear of his ACL because he wouldn't be able to do the things that he did. That's what Helmy told me. Helmy told me, like, the test that they were doing, that means it's not a full tear. Dr. Helmy Andrews. So I hope he probably is. Maybe it's a sprain and he's out for a couple weeks. He said the pain subsided, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. If he's gone for the season, that's a real big downer for him. But they are a big team. But he's so good offensively, and he's such a smart player. He's a poor man's Burn when it comes down to it. So, yeah, big loss.
So they're unbeaten, right? No, or have they lost a game? 5-0. So now they're going to go up as high as 2 or 3, I would assume. The Rebels are going to drop probably to 4 or 5. Is that your thoughts?
Yeah, I think the Rebels will go to 5. I think the Celtics will be at 4. Red Devils could have a case for 1, especially with the Gorillas. The Gorillas against the Crusaders started the game out
0-11.
0-11 and 22-4. They had to claw their way back into that game. So that wasn't a very good showing from us. So I think Red Devils could make a case at 1 because they beat the Rebels by 20. So they may get my vote at 1. I'll have to look at their schedule to see who they've played. And then the Avengers, Gorillas 2 and 3.
Anything you want to touch on based on Monday's article or Monday's video of the player changes? It sounds like Lamont is being held hostage on the club. And that's basically what it sounds like. Him and Adam are not getting along right now. Adam sounds like he may let him move, but, I mean, the Huskies are going to be, I think, at 5 guys tomorrow night without Lamont. So what are your thoughts on that?
They should have got a free agent. And they got Rowe. Make sure he sticks around for more than 2 games. He's quit. I mean, I don't know. It's tough.
Okay. Now, why we're all here. The number 1 pick in the draft, Houston Texans, they'll take who?
They have to take Jadeveon Clowney, but I think they'll move down.
Why do you think they have to take him?
Because he's the only player that's worth the number 1 pick. Because you can't take an outside linebacker at 1. Khalil Mack would be, I mean, he might be the best player.
You could take an outside linebacker at 1.
You just don't. Usually you take, I mean, those defensive ends, you can't pass up on Jadeveon Clowney because, I mean, he's rated as one of the best defensive ends to ever come out. You got to take him.
I think that's who they take as well. Vikings at 8 select who?
I think we take a quarterback, and I think it's going to be Blake Bortles. And I wish that we would pass up on taking quarterback there, move down, collect some picks, and then take Bridgewater because I like Bridgewater more than I like Bortles.
I'm going to say that the Vikings will not draft a quarterback. Okay, I feel like they're going to roll with Castle. Okay, I don't feel like Norv Turner wants to,
whoever they draft is going to be
Meldon a guy
down the road.
But I think Norv and I think Spielman especially, he needs to win now. I mean, Spielman got to draft Ponder, and then he got to have that mistake, and they kept him around. So yeah. Spielman needs to win now. So I think the Vikings are going to trade down with the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins are going to select somebody there at 8. Any other thoughts on Matthews, Texas A&M, if he's there? Or a tackle?
Tyler Lewin.
Maybe. Whatever. I don't know. Get back to me in 3 years when these guys are either out of the league or they're in the Pro Bowl. That's all that matters. So other thoughts on the draft tomorrow night? Did you say in jail?
Someone will go to jail.
Who in the last 3 years has been drafted? Aaron Hernandez. One guy.
Hey, that's one. He went. Ray Caruth.
That was longer than 3 years ago. Oh, my goodness. Okay, any other thoughts tomorrow night? Do you honestly think the Vikings come out with a quarterback? Because I do not think they do. I hope they take Manziel. I really want them to take Manziel. It'll be so awesome. But they're not going to.
Spielman doesn't have the balls to do that. You need big balls to take Manziel. Spielman does not have big balls.
Okay. Any thoughts tomorrow night? Ultimate Hoops, back to Ultimate Hoops?
No.
Okay. Thank you, Ultimate Hoops Nation. We'll see you.